to me is BIM. It's implementing a BIM strategy, and I tend to like the word integrated asset lifecycle strategy myself, because I think BIM can be a bit of a misleading term. So what does this mean? Well, we need to basically build assets faster, manage those projects faster and deliver them quicker, and we need to basically build and maintain the assets at lower cost, and that of course is a huge challenge in itself. So how are we going to make this change? Fundamentally, to me, we have to move from a kind of document-driven world historically to a data-driven world, and we have to think about how we're organised. We have to move from a non-integrated way of organisation, typically a silo-based organisation, to basically an integrated set of organisation, integrated set of processes and an integrated set of systems. And by doing that, we can move to this new world that we need to get to. I think everyone these days is talking about the Internet of Things, and I think we can't really ignore this change. It's going to have massive impact on the industry. So let's just take a couple of examples. We have a customer, for example, in Norway running the Norwegian underground stations, and what they've done is they've got sensors on the doors, and that's nothing particularly new, but what's happening here is the sensors are then sending information real time via the cloud back to the IFS asset management system, so we can dispatch engineers immediately to make sure the trains keep running efficiently. An alternative example might be looking a little bit further into the future. So driverless cars and smart roads are something people are talking about a lot now, and that is going to have a massive impact on the whole way we think about running cars or buying cars, or even we may not even have to own cars at all in the future. I think as a general observation, I've worked quite a lot in, for example, aerospace and defence in my previous life, and I think it's fair to say that they are early adopters of technology. They tend to be more modern in their thinking, using best practice project management techniques, and I think they're ahead of the game in terms of where construction probably is today. They tend to have a more integrated approach. They've got less systems and a more integrated processes than probably the construction industry has had historically. So I think that's one area where we might be able to learn some lessons. Looking outside the UK, for example, Scandinavia, they seem to be much more willing to adopt new technology much earlier in the process, so they tend to be innovators rather than followers. And I think maybe the UK can learn some lessons to be more innovative and try and get on the technology process much earlier in the life cycle. Personally, I think this is a fantastic event. It's very well attended, and IFS have been involved in this event both last year and obviously are going to be heavily involved this year. And I think it's a great opportunity to listen to the senior people in the industry, the politicians involved in planning the strategy for the industry, and listen to what the trends and what the issues are in the industry going forward. And from an IFS point of view, this is great. I look after the strategy for IFS for this sector, and it's really important for us to listen and actually invest in the right things so we can help organisations deliver solutions that allow them to meet the challenges in the future.